Respawnpodcast, brought to you by Achilles, Jason, and Jay, the Baller Waller, and another friend, Nebs.
The Baller Waller, a.k.a. Overtime. Well, so, this is our second episode of the Respawn Podcast show. We got a lot of things in store for you guys today. Man, we
got some big news, we got some tiny news, we got some smaller news.
Got a lot of stuff.
Let's start off today with talking about Microsoft points and what's happening to those. You guys definitely need to know about this.
If you don't know, now you know.
And I want to know what Achilles and Overtime think about this. So let's talk about this a little bit, guys. Let's get the show started off with something a little strong, and then we'll come a little bit weak in the middle, and then just climax it at the end.
All right. Well, Microsoft points. About time.
Really? You think so?
Well, I mean, when come on. I mean, this is 2012.
But you gotta think though. I mean, the Microsoft points, they're not just for people are playing Xbox. They're not just 20, 30, 40, 50-year-old people playing the game console. You got 12-year-olds out there who can't get a credit card, who can't link it to an account. You know?
True.
It would have to be their parents. And, I mean, how many... Did your mom just hand over her credit card back in the day?
No, but fortunately I had one. But, I mean, the biggest thing is, how they're going to refund the tax.
Right, yeah. The tax on Microsoft points is like 20% less than what you would really pay for in like real money and like anything you bought online. So, Achilles,
Right.
what do you think about it?
Yeah, because
I think it's going to affect, it's going to affect both parties. It's going to, I want to know how it's going to actually affect the prices of games, if at all. I mean, who wants to pay, that flat rate? Because you can't just buy a game. You know what I'm saying? You have to go buy the points and then buy the game. When they change it, you're going to be able to just buy the game. So you won't have to have those, 120 wasted points or, whatever is left over. I know this has happened to multiple people. You're like, okay, I have 80 Microsoft points. What do I do?
Right.
It's not go buy a T-shirt for my avatar. That's for sure.
Right.
Now, Legends, what do they do? How do they do that in League of Legends? What would they do about that?
Well, League of Legends still has a point system. But it's totally different. You either buy the points, you get prepaid with cash, you buy the points with cash, or then you go online and buy it with a credit card or a PayPal that you have connected, right?
Right. You can purchase the points, and that's another thing. Okay, you're talking about kids, right?
Right.
So I get $10 for my 11th birthday, and I want to go get some Microsoft points. Well, I can go to 7-Eleven with my $20 that I got in my card, or $50 that I got in my card, depending on your family's income. You go into 7-Eleven and get yourself some Microsoft points. Now that they take it away, I don't see. Now you would have to go to 7-Eleven, buy a prepaid credit card, then use the prepaid credit card in Microsoft. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be losing business or gaining business.
I didn't even think about that, man. That's
I don't think they'll accept that, dude. Because you have to have a whole address attached to it?
Well, the Visa pay cards, the Visa cards.
Will that work? I've never used a prepaid card on Xbox before, so I've never tried.
I may have to go do that and find out.
Yeah, but that brings in like an interesting aspect to it. But I mean, that's just like more of a hassle because not only you have to buy the card, you have to set up an account with that, and then upload the money onto the card. You know?
Exactly.
That's just more of a hassle.
Exactly.
Instead of buying the points, going home or wherever you go, and then plug the number in, and there you go, you have points.
Right.
No kid is going to understand the.
It's not necessarily that they won't understand it. It's just a hassle, and I think that they may lose some profit there, but they may also gain because more people are willing to buy because they don't want to deal with the points.
Right.
You know what I mean? An older crowd.
Right.
So it could go both ways. I think Microsoft knows what they're doing, and they've looked at it, and maybe they've taken some holes that I'm unaware of. But
I think they're losing money, honestly, on those Microsoft points.
I wonder how they're going to tie it to your Xbox Live account. I mean,
it's going to be a credit card.
Is it going to be straight through your credit card that you already have on your account? Or?
Yeah, probably. Or you can choose if you want it to be connected. I'm probably going to go by that. It's probably based on what's already connected to your account. So. Now,
I guess we'll find out real soon.
one thing I wonder if they're actually, I don't think they'll ever do this, but do you guys think that they would ever cut off like the prepaid time?
No, I think there's also a niche market for that. I think certain people, that's what they do. Certain people do that, and that's how they play Xbox Live.
Right. I agree. I was just, I mean, see them cutting down Microsoft points. I never really saw it coming. I figured they would always keep it around, like, just for that group of people who don't have the ability to put a credit card onto their account,
Okay, well, I had mentioned this, I think, in the first episode about how, my dream of, the Microsoft in-home living room creating jobs type thing that they talked about with their Microsoft points. You could actually make Microsoft points as, like, revenue.
Right.
Obviously you couldn't live off of it because you can't buy a pizza with Microsoft points. But, maybe they could have went that far. They could have went that far.
Right.
They just didn't.
Right.
I wanted to be able to create in-game content, say, for my avatar or for Tony Hawk or for Project Gotham Racing, and I wanted to sell it on a market for Microsoft points. Right. And that never happened. And I don't know if they couldn't figure out, how to make it work, or the logistics of it, or whatever, the legal issues. Maybe there was legal issues that came up. I don't know, but I really think that would have been cool, and I think that they're definitely missing something by not having that.
Right. I would say, but like I said, I think if they're going to get rid of Microsoft points, they have to realize that they're probably going to lose out on probably a portion of the market that were actually buying it. Because I mean, when I have a niece and a nephew, I have two nephews, so I give them basically Microsoft points for Christmas or their birthdays. I mean, what am I supposed to give them now? Fucking, like,
you got a good point. It's like honestly like how I do for you.
Yeah.
Christmas I give you a Xbox Live your subscription, and so it's like I don't even know.
I give them a prepaid Visa card. Like, here you go, buddy. Go buy some Microsoft points. Don't just spend it on drugs or anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much done on the Microsoft thing. I mean, I'm not mad at them for it because I'm not worried about it. But
right. It's all tied together in some plan.
Yeah.
Like I said. It's going to work out. They've done the math.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously have geniuses somewhere in their basement. So
right.
But let's move on to some slightly, I guess, big news if you're into this. Let's talk about how there's going to be zippity doo dah BlizzCon this year.
BlizzCon. No BlizzCon. Zero. Some people don't even know what that is, man. Achilles, go ahead and let them know what is BlizzCon, man.
Well, BlizzCon is a conference solely for Blizzard that they put together once a year, and a lot of fans love it. I mean, a lot. They have a huge following, and the fact that they're missing out. I mean, some people. The biggest thing I think is the costumes. Okay.
Yeah, the costume contest.
The costume contest is huge. Some of these people put in hours and hours of work onto their costumes, and for it to just go away, whoa! I can't imagine those people that are hardcore like that can be happy about it. I mean, let's be honest. You went to last year's BlizzCon, you saw a costume that you're like, okay, I can do that so much better, and maybe I'll win this year. Because they give away prizes and other things like that. Like, maybe I can win this year and get some swag, get some exclusive content, whatever they're giving away, money, and oh wait, it's canceled. I think it came out of left field too. As far as, I mean, I didn't see it coming.
I mean, this is going to be in the history books. What do you think? History books?
I'd say so. I mean, not in everyone's history book, obviously.
I think it's going to be in history.
I mean, I don't go to BlizzCon. I watch it on TV or online, and I just watch it from there. I mean, I would love to go to one. Don't get me wrong. I've played WoW ever since it came out, but I mean, I've stopped playing recently, but different story. BlizzCon, it's going to be missed this year, but it's not like you needed another one. You don't need it,
It's there for entertainment.
I think it does promote them very, very healthily.
Oh, yeah. But do they really need to promote Diablo 3 anymore? Everyone knows about it.
Yes and no. I mean, any kind of media outlet like that, it just, like you said, you watch it on TV. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if it's on TV, it's worth it's worth advertising.
Right.
So many people watch television, so I think that yes, that's still something that they shouldn't have given up on. But their reasoning was what, Kyle? What was their exact reasoning?
No, they said due to a busy launch schedule because they have Diablo 3, the Pandaren
right.
expansion.
So the hardcore fans aren't mad.
Right.
The hardcore fans aren't mad at all.
But Randy.
Yeah, exactly.
Randy.
Well, like I said, it's the costume contest, people. I think that's the biggest draw, and I think that people who've been, working on their costumes for a long time are going to be really disappointed.
They're mad, bro.
I'm glad I didn't work on any costume for a contest.
Yeah, think about that, man.
Jay, if you ever worked on a costume,
and you're like, okay, well, I'll just wait till next year. Well, what if this is a pattern? What if we see BlizzCon go away?
They'd be dumb. They would be so stupid. And you know what? I wouldn't even put it past. Here I go. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm done.
Right. Okay.
I was gonna say.
All right.
Activision.
So yeah, I know what you're gonna say about Activision, but moving on.
All right. Well, let's move on before I start the fire again. Let's talk about some releases that are coming out this year that we didn't talk about in the first podcast.
Man, I want to talk about Borderlands 2. I'll front, man.
Go for it.
Man, I just looking at the reviews and that girl that's in there that they actually picked to do the whole scene. They actually had a live session about her on TV and everything.
Right.
That was the stuff that they go through for putting the game and the person in real life. It was just
the
crazy.
motion capture and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
The facial stuff. Yeah, it's cool. I've seen a lot of stuff about this. I know Achilles has too. We played it. I guess you could say as professionally as possible for Borderlands, right? I mean, there were obviously. MOG was not.
Man, Jason bought like 2 copies.
He bought 3 copies.
3 copies? He bought a lot of copies, man. I saw him. I need more copies, man. Need more copies.
And then we took it to some local tournaments and we won some T-shirts.
Yep, that was cool. Very, very cool.
Hey, I mean, we won some T-shirts. Anyways, well, I mean, the first one was amazing. Don't get me wrong. It was really cool. I mean, there was a lot of stuff missing from it. And I know they changed like their design midway, which was a good thing and a bad thing in a way.
Yeah.
But the new one's looking really cool. I saw the new the Berserker type class, like using 2 heavy light machine guns, and that looks really cool. So I don't know about you, Kills. I know you used to play it just as much as me. So what do you think about Borderlands 2?
Right now, everything I've seen about it, I love it. I want an early copy. Period. Randy, I hope you can hear me.
Randy.
Yeah.
For people who don't know who Randy
not
are.
Randy's, no. But Randy.
Randy. From Gearbox.
Yeah. From Gearbox. I hope that with the flop of Duke Nukem, and yes, it was a flop.
Man, bad game.
I loved that game.
They got to do something big, and I think that Borderlands really pleased them in the first go round. So they're gonna pull out all the stops. I think they put a lot of developmental minds behind this, and they said that they've improved pretty much everything about the first one.
Right.
The only thing that I haven't heard about yet is 8-player co-op or 6-player co-op or more than 4, because I need it. I need it real bad.
I know. I agree.
I need it real bad.
I mean, think about it. Just think about the possibilities.
Oh, yeah.
Like
so
raids.
Good.
Into like a dungeon, you go into a raid, you gotta fight a huge boss at the end, and it's like really freaking hard. Takes about 2 hours. Everyone dies the first time. Someone gets kicked. Someone gets invited.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yeah. If we can. Yeah. I definitely think if they can bring that to the table, wow, people are gonna be flocking to this game, and they already did. So.
Yeah, the first one they definitely did flock. It was more of a cult hit, to be honest. I mean, it picked up like later on, but it was more of a cult hit, and then really picked up steam like.
Right, when all the DLC came out.
Yeah, everyone was like, "What's this game?"
People started noticing it, like, "Wow, this game is really good. Look at all this DLC content they're pushing for it."
Right. So.
I think that really helped the game too, and it showed that they supported their title.
Yeah.
A lot of these companies that say, "Oh yeah, we're going to be releasing DLC," and they never do. Well, that's terrible. You know what I mean?
You don't talk about those games.
No, let's go way back and talk about Two Human.
Ooh.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's perfect
Even
example.
another game we absolutely love that
never got any support.
never got any support, and I was super excited about that game, and the fact that they just kind of let it die. it made me not like.
They really let it die. Like they put that shit to rest.
Yeah.
And they said, "See, what happened was."
Right. What happened was, and then gone.
No. They went on to make X-Men.
Woohoo!
Man, you're killing them now.
Yeah, really. So, X-Men Destiny, that's what it was called. I can't remember the name because it was so forgettable. But, anyways, I mean, we were really excited about that game. We were really amped up to see what they could do with it. And we even got let down on release. I mean, the 4-player co-op wasn't there. The banks weren't there. I mean, it was good.
Yeah, you heard all these things that they were going to do. And
right.
Nothing ever happened. So we can at least say that Gearbox supported their title. And I think that they're in love with Borderlands. I mean, I know Randy really, really enjoys it. So
I think they're doing it. I'm not trying to be an ass or anything, but they're doing it because they know it's a solid investment. Well, like even if the game's bad, get me straight. Even if the game is bad, which it won't be, I guarantee you, it probably won't be. It'll still sell its first week like insane hotcakes. The game picked up so much steam during its first week of shelf life; it was incredible.
Well, you got to remember, they got to put out, game developers, they have to put out games that they're not going to sell. So, I mean, they got to do something.
This is one of those cases where, the sequel is just going to destroy, in my opinion.
But, I mean, you can only improve on something you didn't add everything into.
Right.
And they really didn't, but they put just enough in there to sate your appetite for about, what has it been, like 3 years?
Let's just hope they do better than, Call of Duty.
Yeah, well,
for series wise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't turn it into something that's not supposed to be.
Yeah. Right. No, I think they're going to stay true to that. They tried to, get the formula right so hard that I think they did, and all they're going to do is improve upon it.
Yep, I do too. I agree. So let's move on to another title. Let's talk about the PS3 exclusive that I'm actually really excited about. And this is insane because I don't get excited about PS3 games ever.
I have my controller right here.
Unless it says "so calm." That's good for you. Anyways, well, The Last of Us. The Last of Us looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
It looks so good, dude. And you know what? To me, to be sitting here and just giving the PS3 a hug right now is insane. The Last of Us looks absolutely incredible. Gameplay looks killer. It's got survival horror aspect to it. The gameplay looks solid, and it does have like a Resident Evil touch, but it also has like a kind of Uncharted feel to it as well.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, it's made by Naughty Dog, so I mean they're doing what they're good at, but they're changing their formula up a little bit, which is pretty cool. I'm actually really excited to see that. So. I don't know if you've seen anything about it, Achilles, or Overtime. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just waiting to see more. I want to see more.
Yeah,
I want to see more.
I agree. I haven't really seen any gameplay. They haven't released gameplay yet. They released some screenshots and then a trailer, a very light trailer, but it really, I think it only shows some QuickTime events.
Right, QuickTime events.
Which is cool. I like QuickTime events as long as you don't overdo it, and it's like every 3 seconds I got to punch this monster in the face because I hid in a bathroom stall or something. That's cool.
Yeah.
But it looks awesome, but don't get me wrong. I really hope they don't try to tack on the PS3 move onto this thing.
Well, remember they gotta do something because the Wii is moving right along with their Wii pad or whatever it's called.
Wii U.
Yeah, whatever. Like I said, I'm throwing it through the TV. If you ever heard that, I'm throwing it to the TV. If you haven't heard that on the first episode, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be some TVs returned because that thing is gonna go through a TV and some kid's gonna do it. I'm telling you right now.
I think someone's gonna step on it because when.
Have you seen the hockey game?
Yeah. But someone's gonna step on it. But that's besides the fact. We gotta talk about the hardware on that thing. But I don't want to get into Nintendo's Wii U right now. That's another day, another story. We'll do it when we can get our hands on that thing. Because you can't really judge it till you actually pick it up.
And throw it through the TV.
It could be amazing. I mean, it could be like shooting laser beams.
It slipped out of my hand.
I understand you're gonna break some TVs. Good thing you work in the TV department at Best Buy. Anyways, so yeah, The Last of Us. Back to what I was talking about. It looks really good. They haven't confirmed like a multiplayer aspect or anything like that. If you guys ever played, what was that? Ico or Ico? Ico, that's what it was for PS2.
Yeah.
They just released the HD version of that for PS3. They said it's not like a huge escort mission where you have to like escort this girl around the city and help her survive. It looks more like BioShock Infinite's kind of system where she follows you around and helps you out and stuff like that. So. Which we already talked about BioShock King again. So I know, Achilles, what are you excited about this year besides, I know your big one, which is Diablo 3, like we talked about last episode. What do you got sitting in the oven?
Borderlands 2.
Right.
Of course. And Diablo 3.
Right.
I know, rehashing more of the same, but
and that's about it.
Those are my killer apps, man.
Right.
For the PC, it's going to be Diablo, and for the Xbox, it's going to be Borderlands 2. I think Halo 4 could be something. I just can't say yes or no to it yet because Halo has such a special, place in my heart that I judge it really hard.
Yeah.
What about
this one being made by a new company?
Well, it's
I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say the new company that's going to be making it.
I think it's 343 Studios, and then didn't they make? I thought they were the ones. Excuse me. That made Halo Wars, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were. Okay, sweet.
It was so long ago, I can barely remember. I'm sorry. But I remember that game. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like the holy grail of real-time strategy.
Right. Not by any means.
I can't wait for more stuff to come out about that game too.
What, Halo 4?
Yeah, Halo 4.
Yeah, I wasn't huge into Halo. The first one I played very casually. That's when I was a casual player until I got in touch with these two, and they changed me into something I didn't even think I could become. And then, you can see the aspect from a different point of view on a game. When you take a game casually and then you can see it from a professional's, point of view, everything changes. And that's how you start to judge games really, critically.
Let's see. What about Tomb Raider, man? Tomb Raider, man. It's coming out. That's coming out.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
Angela Jolie looks really real now.
All your boyhood fantasies.
I wish. Yeah, and you know what? They have the one where you just take a shot. No, anyways. No, the graphics on there look amazing.
It does look amazing, man.
They really do. Dude, the graphics are insane. It looks better than The Last of Us, which is saying something.
Nah.
Yeah, it does.
Well, it just makes the game look really real with us, how you dive in the water. It makes you feel like you are part of the game.
Right.
And
you're getting yourself wet.
Yeah. Right.
No
pun intended.
No, nothing weird there.
No, touch it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really think if they don't bring the immersion to the table, it's not gonna be the same feel as the old Tomb Raider. That's what always set it apart.
Yeah.
Is the immersion.
I mean, it definitely looks like they've definitely polished their technique from the last games. I mean, the last one they released was the arcade-based one that was on Xbox Live Arcade. And I think
man.
PSN.
It was top-down, right?
Yeah, it was top-down. And also you had a co-op partner. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is not Tomb Raider. Lara Croft doesn't have partners.
Well,
right.
Yeah. So, but it looks really good. The survival aspect looks pretty cool. I mean, I think I watched the E3 video. No, not the E3 video. I watched a video from E3, and when you messed up trying to get from a falling rock, her head got crushed.
It's just ouch.
And I'm sorry, but that sells games.
Kaplunk.
Head crushing sells games, bro. Look at Gears of War. Anyways.
Poor Lara Croft.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna feel it.
Yeah, I mean, just Respawn. Anyways. Yeah. Name of the show.
I tell you a game that I'm really, really excited. Me and Nebs watched some video on it yesterday. Yeah. Ghost Recon.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say this straight up. Ghost Recon it's looking like what SOCOM should have became.
That you got it right. It's what it should be right now, but we don't have it.
Right.
Crazy guys. If you have not seen the preview for this game, continue listening to the show. But
obviously,
open up a tab, do something. Type in Ghost Recon on YouTube. I don't care wherever game site you need to go to, and look at it. I promise you will want to play this game. I promise you. The graphics, from what you can do they had a mini UAV turn into an RC car, both ways. It was just like, are you serious? Yes. It was crazy. It was nuts. Taking the gun apart, seeing the bolts and screws to the gun down to what you want, how to put it together, take it apart.
Definitely.
Oh, man.
And not to mention the Kinect, how they're weaving the Kinect in there, where you can customize your guns. You can customize the trigger. You can change the trigger. That is amazing.
I can't wait for that.
Take it apart with your hands and you can test it right there on the field. I mean, it looks absolutely incredible. I mean, it's about time that we get a next-gen game, truly, But I haven't, obviously we haven't touched, so I picked up the game. It comes out this year. I'm really excited about it. I know Jay is, I know Achilles has lightly seen stuff about it. but it looks really, really, really good, promising.
Especially the multiplayer that they have in the preview.
Yeah,
looked promising. Like, wow, this is.
Well, I think we had discussed this before. We had discussed this before about how it's what SOCOM should have been. You know?
Yeah.
You guys hear me?
Yeah,
I got you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. If viewers didn't know, I am coming to you via Skype right now.
Via Skype.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Anyway, it's what SOCOM should have been.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
It's that aggressive, over-the-shoulder, third-person camera.
Yeah.
That just looks like, in-your-face action, lots of gadgets, lots of kick-ass, and SOCOM disappointed where this game is not going.
And I mean over the shoulder where the gun is not in front of the guy, where you can't see him. Like, I can see the guy, he's right in front of my gun. Not where the new SOCOM where it's, I can't even see the guy because my gun's blocking the guy. I can't see him.
Yeah.
Great.
I know you had a lot of gripes with it because you're like a really big SOCOM player. I played it lightly back in the day. I mean, of course, I was like just a kid, but I still played it and I know what it was like, and I know the new ones. Nothing
Crazy.
Like it. The only thing that's same is over the shoulder. That's the same thing. That's all it is. But that was back in the day when like a headset was like the most innovative thing in the world.
Right.
So, but I mean, being that, you figured they could improve on that formula, but they never did, which is really depressing. But I'm ready to see Ghost Recon come out of the gate really strong. I'm ready to see a really strong following on it again, like it used to be in the back in the day. And I wanna get on there for about 9 hours, just taking my gun apart. You know what I mean? I probably
with the Kinect.
Yes,
with the
Kinect. With Kinect. And I can almost tell you right now, I'm probably gonna play this more than any other game until Madden comes out, man.
Or the new Call of Duty.
Or new Call of Duty.
Which we should talk about right now.
We can talk about that.
We should talk about what we want in a new Call of Duty this year, just to get off all those new releases we were just talking about. Just let's predict what we want to be in the next Call of Duty, being made by Treyarch. Probably right now as we speak, they're probably typing away on their keyboards. So let's just name the biggest thing that you want in the next COD. Go ahead, Achilles. Go ahead, throw it out.
Let's see. I want. I want
Choose
the
wisely.
focus of.
You only get one chance.
Yeah, I want the focus of camping to go away.
Yes.
I don't get it.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that one. For sure. I don't know how they will do it. Maybe like if you stand still too long in a corner or something, you start to take damage or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, you talking about peekabooing.
Like kids, I'm sorry. Randy's that they sit behind a corner, they wait before someone will run past them with either a claymore or now a bouncing Betty or whatever you want to call it nowadays. And they'll
machine.
If that doesn't kill you,
Bounce machine.
There are 3 bullets from whatever gun they're using or they're camping on top of some stairwell waiting for you to run up, and you're always going to come back. That's just how gamers work.
Type 95.
If we don't kill you the first time, we're just going to keep running back at you. So, but that's how camping works pretty much in Call of Duty. That's about the rounded about it anyways. But what I want to see...
It pretty much drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's insane. Especially in Modern Warfare 3. I haven't even played it, and I can tell that there's way too much camping in it. But... and what I want to see in the next COD is I want to see it server based.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that would be another one. Server based.
So you're saying take up?
I think they make enough money.
They make plenty of money. Are you serious? I don't see why not. EA has always done it pretty much, and they rarely have the problem with their servers. I mean, I play Battlefield 3 pretty much every single day. I rarely have problems with their servers. I have great connectivity. I don't complain as much about getting shot, in stupid places because I'm like, you know what, I probably deserve that. I was probably lagging a little bit or something like that, But when you're let's say like Black Ops, you get shot around corners because your hitbox is lagging behind you by like a second. It happens all the time.
Yeah,
and I'm glad they
in a montage too.
Yeah. I'm glad that they added that into added theater mode into Black Ops, so I could see me getting shot around a corner.
Right.
And then you notice when you're playing against someone who has host.
Oh man.
It's ridiculous because they're like super powered. That's when you're playing, you get host. You're like, yes, it's time to shoot super bullets. So if it's server based, that's gonna take care of most of the problem.
Let's see.
So, yeah,
what do
so
I
what do you
want,
want?
man? You know what? Everything you guys said, plus I want the guns to be more consistent. The guns in Modern Warfare 3
gun consistency is definitely an issue.
Is just they need to fix that. That's one thing that's my gripe. I don't want to pick up one gun and just I know I'm going to rape. I don't want to pick up like Type 95, but the Galileo. The Galileo. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man! It's like it is the soft gun. He's like, oh, boom, 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 boom. I got him. Yeah. Next, something come around the corner, but from Moss, forget it.
Why is the FAMAS always broken in every single game it comes out in?
Yeah, well, the Mod 3, it's Type 95, so they don't tell you that about it.
Right, but still good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's old.
Okay,
two shot.
Battlefield 3 released their DLC and they had the FAMAS in it.
Yeah,
I think it's ridiculous. I can snipe people with it, and I put a red dot on my gun. I can snipe people across the map with that thing in like 3 bursts. It's ridiculous. It's too good, man. I don't know what it is about the FAMAS. I know it shoots bursts, but this one's an automatic, so. But, what are you going to do? That's not about that. Let's say I'm going to change mine from server-based. I just want them to get rid of the FAMAS, and I'm good.
No, like I said, the consistency of the gun. I want to be able to pick up a gun and kill someone, not pick up a gun and come around a corner, and I know he's going to be there and pull the trigger.
And know that the gun is going to kill him.
Exactly. Right. And he didn't even know I'm there. And I'm sitting here hitting him, and he just turns around with AK-74 and just blah.
Yep, definitely. I understand what you mean. We've all had that problem. Like, you'll have a gun that's just like, man, this gun is amazing. And then you come back on the next day and you're trying to use it and like, this gun is shit.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, well.
Right, and it's hard for them to balance it just because of, the bandwidth and everything. Everything affects it,
Yeah.
It's really hard for them to make it right. But I think with the server base, like you said, it could happen.
Definitely. I think so, too. I agree with you. I agree with everything you guys have said. That will definitely improve the game a lot. I mean, there's still a lot of things that need to be, fixed. But as long as they don't dish out another Modern Warfare 3, I'm a happy camper. I'm not saying I'm a camper.
Right.
But
we'll have to see when they actually put the final product out there. Oh, depending on what color they want to use. Is it going to be green or red?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, we'll see when the final product gets out there. You're right. We can't judge until we get our hands on it, but I know I can judge Modern Warfare 3 because I haven't got my hands on it, but I've seen other people.
Well, I can tell you right now, I play it because because I have to.
Right.
Yeah, because I ref a lot of events, but man.
Yeah, I understand.
Stuff I see, it's like, you gotta be kidding me.
I'm not gonna down you for playing it, obviously, but I don't choose to play it. I play Battlefield 3 instead, and then I'm gonna move on to Ghost Recon. Anyways, that's enough about Modern Warfare 3. I think we should get this show, get ready to wrap it up. Let's put out our social sites real quick so you guys can get some questions to us, get some if you guys want us to review a game, talk about a game, talk about almost anything that's gaming related.
Any questions, anything stupid, anything you want us to review. I mean, we can pretty much test any game or review any game for you, play it. Have some live gameplay behind it.
Yep. We can do walkthroughs for you guys. Anything.
Speaking of that, we actually did a live podcast of the live version of this, and there was a poll out.
That's right.
Of me playing. What should I not or play Diablo 3? So.
Right. That's right. If you want to see Jay playing Diablo 3, he's never played a Diablo game. Let alone never played PC games.
I don't play MMO games.
Yeah,
I don't.
So, get your poll out there.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Jay to play. Catch us on our live stream, okay?
We'll do it. We'll take a vote. I don't know how it's gonna. We'll set that up through our PR. We'll let her know. You guys, she's gonna be introduced on the next podcast.
If you didn't catch the live stream, that is.
Yeah, we'll bring her in, and she's gonna set up a poll, and see how things go. But I never played MMO, so
it's not an MMO. It's sort of like an MMO. It's an RPG. I know you don't know.
I don't know.
I got you.
I don't know.
That's what we're here for.
Oh.
Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and give you our social sites real quick. So pause it and go there, like us, subscribe, and follow, and then hit us up with a message. Okay. So here's our Facebook, guys. It's Respawnpodcast. That's a page. Like us there. Okay, and we'll be posting our streams there. You'll get Twitter feeds there as well. Speaking of Twitter, that's @Respawn for Twitter. Go ahead and follow us. You'll also get links there from for our live streams when we do them. Our email is at respawnpod@gmail.com, and basically send your questions, whatever you think you want us to talk about on the next show via live stream or on our actual recorded shows. That's where to send it. That's where we're going to be checking the most. And our YouTube page, which is where you're going to actually see most of this, is going to be...
Once we get it fixed.
Yeah,
right.
We're having some technical issues.
I mean, I've never had problems with YouTube before, but they really don't like us.
They don't like us right now. But
we ain't no hate towards YouTube, okay?
We love you guys.
We're glad you made it through SOPA. Anyways.
SOPA!
Sopageddon. Anyways, that's at Respawn Space Podcast. Check our page out, subscribe to us, leave us a comments, watch our videos.
Remember, we're here for you guys. We are professional video game players on a normal basis, going through the grind, looking at other games for you.
Yep.
You let us know what you want, but until then, we're going to just keep going.
Yep. I mean, that's what this podcast is all about. If you didn't watch our first episode, I mean, we're the gamers. You get it? We're here for you guys. We want to bring you the news the way you're going to see it, not some corporation or something that's been paid to plug something.
The inside news, we're bringing you the real.
Right.
Keeping it real goes round.
We're not. There's no corporate backing here.
No. We're completely unsponsored right now. I mean, we do have a sponsor. If you guys can go ahead and say that.
Yeah. Me and Jason, and as a team, we're actually sponsored by Sage Mantis Game Haven at the Land Center here in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Yep.
About an hour away from DC and Richmond. So if you ever stop in or come near the area, you will see us here on a daily basis playing. Yep. We're gonna have some pictures, supposedly videos of us actually playing and stuff like that. So you get to see all that stuff. Facebook, podcast,
You get to see us vegging out in front of screens all day. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we have a light sponsoring, but it's completely unpaid. I mean, we're doing it on our own. We're bringing you the news on our own time. We want you guys to like us as much as possible. We're not trying to be douchebags about saying we're pro gamers.
Nope. We make no money off of this pod show.
We've been there, done that. You know what I mean? So, guys, catch us on our live stream especially. I mean, that is a treasure in its own. If you want to see a talking shark...
The live version is so much better.
But
talking shark out of a tank.
Yeah. Our recorded sessions are more of an outlet for us. And to do some light news and stuff like that. And our live stream is more of talking to the fans, doing a chat.
You get to see it raw. On live stream, you get to see it raw. I mean, unscripted, right there in your face. My face, Neb's face, Achilles' face.
Everyone's face.
I mean, it's just live. I mean, if you've never seen a live podcast show or a live show, tune in.
Yep.
Every Friday.
Around 10:30, 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Okay, guys, so that basically wraps it up for today. You guys want to say anything to the viewers? Let them know anything?
No, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the support.
Yep. Virtual high five
to
the audience out there. Neb's out.
Overtime out.
Achilles out.
Bye, guys.
Deuces.
Later.